Jon, is that the response that you were wanting from the players today after the defeat at Rochdale last week?
Yeah, I think that we're a bit disappointed with how we played. Obviously, last week we created opportunities. I think 3 or 4 clean breaks and overplayed and weren't patient enough. But the conditions last week were an absolute joke, and it stopped us from playing and didn't really suit us, and it did Rochdale. But that game's done. That game's been put away, and we've had such a good week. We had a really good week's training. Tuesday we were outstanding. It got even better on Thursday. And so I know the signs were there that we're ready to go. I also know that Sheffield are a good team and they're well coached and they're always tough to beat. But I looked out at the weather over this last few days and seen the pitch drying out. I know Wakefield's a good track anyway, so it was suited us. It suited us. We're an attacking team. I think scored about 130 points in four away games. So all on good track. So we're really pleased with the tries and the skill levels and the attacking potency of the team. So delighted with that and really pleased with the response.
And it was quite a nip and tuck for that first 20 minutes of the first half, but Featherstone Rovers managed to break away towards that half time. Yeah,
it got a little bit loose for me. Credit to Sheffield, they never went away, did they, early on? And I think it's about 18-20 at that time after about 20 or 30 minutes, and that's not my type of game that I want to be involved in. It was very much you score, we score, you score, but we tightened back up a little bit. We gradually got on top of them and started to get a bit of field position. They were better than us the first 10 minutes. They played quick and we struggled to contain them early on, but we gradually got over them, got some field position and came up with some fantastic tries, didn't we?
And Anthony Thackeray in the second half, instrumental in quite a lot of those tries, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's provided a few. I think has he scored one as well, chase a kick or something, but his game's evolving, he's maturing as a footballer and he's starting to understand how to play and I thought the 9 went well. I thought Keil Carlisle had an amazing game and Wildy's response from a disappointing performance last week when he copped a fair bit from me, but he stood up as a man today and really delivered some great passing and some really good kicks and in the end was a running threat as well. So my credit goes to 9-7-6 today, definitely.
And also the pack of forwards building that platform for them for those pivot players.
Yeah, we took a fair amount of battering really as well. The forwards, we lost Allman Royd after 15-16 minutes. He was a little bit sore in his knee but recovered well enough to get back on the field, and we lost Knowles with a dead leg. So we'd taken a bit of some punishment really, but we maintained composure, we were strong and we kept carrying the ball hard, and I thought in the end we were playing off a lot of good field position laid on by the forwards, definitely.
And some of the results have also been in Featherstone's favour today, with London losing at Halifax. So that's Featherstone cemented in the second place quite firmly now. Yeah,
the team and the coaching staff are a really tight group. We know we've got some potential, but potential gets you nowhere. It's about delivering week in and week out. Occasionally you have a blip, but you pull together and you battle through and you get through the other side and you come up with a performance like that.
And it's a break in the league next week. It's a Challenge Cup away at Bradford. Bradford have had a good win at home to Batley.
Yeah, this competition's a really tough comp. You look at Sheffield, I think Sheffield can play and I think Sheffield will finish the year strong. And I look at the Bradford team and I can see that the Bradford team's going to be a threat the more it plays, and they've proven it today, haven't they? So it's going to be difficult next week. We know that when you go to Odsal, it's always going to be a tough ask. So we'll have to dust ourselves down. We've got a couple of blokes with some bumps and bruises, which will probably knock us. Regards to selection-wise, it'll affect how we want to go with how we want to play. But we'll get ready for them and do the best we can.